Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about um, this book I'm currently reading called Ronald Seagal's The African Diaspora. I'll post a link uh, to the Amazon account in the description box if I can. Yeah, this book is very interesting. It's basically about the African diaspora in the Western Hemisphere. The United States, the Caribbean islands, uh, the northern tip of South America, and and basically talk about the various different cultural manifestations that exist. Religion. I spoke before about Santeria, also in the French colonies, Voodoo, and in the English colonies, Obia. The English colonies like Jamaica and Barbados, etc. The music, salsa music, which comes out of the Afro-Cuban music that Afro-Cuban immigrants brought with them to New York in the 1940s. Um, its predecessors, mambo and rumba, which are also Afro-Cuban descent. Calypso, which is Trinidadian. Reggae and ska, which is Jamaican. Bomba y plena, which is Puerto Rican, and bachata and merengue, which is Dominican. And of course R&B, soul, hip hop, and other types of African American music um, from the African experience here in North America. So it's a very interesting book. He also wrote a book on the African diasporic experience in in the Middle East, which is I found very interesting and very informative because I had studied the African diaspora here in the West for a number of years, and I wasn't aware of the various cultural manifestations that existed amongst African people in the East. So that might be another book for those of you that are studying global African culture that you might want to check out. It's called Islam's Black Slaves. And Islam and slavery is something that is very, very kept under wraps by a lot of Islamic apologists, religious apologists, because they don't want to talk about it. Because a lot of the converts to Islam in the United States, especially, are African Americans, and the roots of American Islam are connected, like I said before, to the African American experience. So they don't want to really talk about it, but it's there. And you can see it in its various manifestations even today in countries like Mauritania and Sudan, where there's heavy oppression of the southern black inhabitants. Peace. Check out the book.